What's up, NFL fans? It's NFL Nate back again with our weekly picks and predictions on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Week 15. The season is slowly coming to a close, so teams need to get those wins. So a lot of good games coming up. And before we jump into it, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the Super Bowl. Every subscriber means a lot. So if you enjoy this type of NFL content, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. So let's jump right into it. Last week we went 12-4. Now we have a total record of 143, 64-1, which is pretty good. And we got one score prediction on the dot, which I'm really hyped about. Titans 31, Jacksonville 10. Really, really epic that I got that perfectly. It never happened to me before. So let's see if we can do it again this week. So let's hop right into it. Thursday night, we have the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. This game's going to be a shootout between Justin Herbert and Derek Carr. Justin Herbert has the potential to break Baker Mayfield's rookie touchdown record, which I think he will do. I think he'll throw for 3 touchdowns. As for Derek Carr and the Raiders, this is a must-win to stay in the wild card race. I think they can get the job done. I think they get this win 38-35 in a shootout because Anthony Lynn will most likely choke. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos on Saturday football. Josh Allen was very, very impressive last week against the Steelers. As for the Broncos, they got a dub, but it wasn't that clean. Drew Lock is heating up a little, so watch out for him. But I think Josh Allen's the better quarterback. Bills are going to win this 34-20. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers on Saturday Night Football. Panthers didn't play so well. Packers, they played much better. Packers are clearly the better team. They're atop the NFC. The Panthers, I don't know if they're in the playoff race anymore. I don't think they are. But nevertheless, I think the Packers win pretty comfortably, 28-17. Starting with the Sunday games, we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have a chance to sneak in the NFC East. As for the 49ers, their playoff hopes are pretty much down the drain at this point. I think the Cowboys can make a run at the end of the season, potentially. I think Andy Dalton will lead the Cowboys to a victory, 24-20. Next, we have an AFC South duel. We have the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Texans, they played pretty trash against the Chicago Bears. As for the Indianapolis Colts, they destroyed the Las Vegas Raiders last week. Pretty embarrassing for them. But I think Philip Rivers, not better quarterback, but just has a much better team. The only good thing about the Texans right now is Deshaun Watson. Other than that, they're a complete mess. I think the Colts win this by 10, 34-24. Next, we have the Detroit Lions taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Lions lost a close one against the Packers. The Titans destroyed the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect Derrick Henry to run all over this Lions team, and I expect Ryan Tannehill to get a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. Just like last week, Titans doing business with their offense. I think they win pretty comfortably by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Next, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Both these teams could sneak into the playoffs if they make a run, but if they lose one more game, they're pretty much out. I think the Vikings will have a chance after this because I trust Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook more than Mitch Trubisky. This Bears team lost so many in a row, and they just beat a trash Texans team. I expect the Vikings to do much better, and Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins to get the job done. They win in a close one, 28-24. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Tom Brady and the Bucs need to win this one to get a good playoff spot. As for the Falcons, they lost the choke bowl, which is pretty sad. Losing to the Chargers in a close game is pretty hard to do. But they managed to do it. Matt Ryan, 3 interceptions, not really looking like himself. Tom Brady, I think he'll get the job done. He'll win by 10, 31-21. Next, we have a pretty good matchup. We have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington football team. Washington football team won a game without scoring a touchdown on offense, which is pretty good. Defense has absolutely carried them. Chase Young and Montez Sweat are going to try to disrupt Russell Wilson. I think they will, forcing him to turn the ball over 1 or 2 times. But overall, I think the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson will get the job done. They'll clutch it up. The football team will still be in the race for the NFC East, but they'll drop a game. Seahawks will win 23-20. Next, we have the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins actually played a pretty good game on defense until Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill just took over, and Travis Kelce. I think they still played pretty well. I think the Miami Dolphins will get turnovers on Cam Newton just like they did on Patrick Mahomes, but Cam Newton is not Patrick Mahomes, and he will not be able to throw down the ball and catch up from a deficit like that. I think the Patriots will not be able to move the ball that much, and I think the Dolphins' special teams and defense will carry them. They'll win 28-13. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This game won't be too close. Jacksonville Jaguars need to lose this game, but I think the Baltimore Ravens are heating up. Lamar Jackson's playing good. Maybe they can win a postseason game this year. I don't know, but one thing's for sure, they'll win this game 28-14. Next, we have the later games. We have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The Eagles and Jalen Hurts had a pretty impressive game. Jalen Hurts played pretty well in his debut. As for the Cardinals, Kyler Murray keeping up the good work, but I think Jalen Hurts will just be just a little bit behind. I think Kyler Murray's more experienced, though he's only played in a few more games. I think Jalen Hurts, though he has lots of talent and a bright future ahead of him, I think the Eagles' O-line will crumble a little bit, and Kyler Murray will get the job done. They'll win 24-17. Next, we have the Jets facing the LA Rams. If the Jets win this will be so hilarious, but there's no way they do. Rams take care of business super easily, 35-6. Next, we have probably the game of the week. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New Orleans Saints. Saints coming off a loss, and the Chiefs coming off a win that they had to come back from. The Chiefs just look like the most dominant team in the league right now by far. Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill can just flip a switch whenever they want and score a few touchdowns with Travis Kelce. It's just insane. I think New Orleans Saints defense doesn't even stop them. They could shut them out the whole first quarter and they could still score 35. As for the Saints, Taysom Hill's gonna have to play much better if they want a chance at getting the number 1 seed. But I think Kansas City is a better team right now, the most dominant team in the league. They win 35-24. We have Sunday Night Football, which I feel like should have been switched with the Chiefs-Saints game. We have the Browns versus the Giants. This game actually might be intriguing. Giants could try to upset the Browns, but what I saw from the Browns on Monday Night Football is not going to convince me to pick them. Baker Mayfield played really well. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, I think they just run over the Giants. The Giants' defense forces maybe 1 or 2 turnovers, and they make it close at the end. But in the end, the Giants' offense is not good enough to contend with the Browns' offense, so I think they win 27-20. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers looking to bounce back against the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh has dropped 2 straight games, which is pretty disappointing. But the Bengals have not been playing well either after they lost Joe Burrow. I think this is a great bounce back game for the Steelers. They get back on track. They win 30-13 on Monday night. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Every subscriber means a lot. I'm trying to hit 100 subs by the Super Bowl. Leave a like if you enjoy this kind of NFL content. And I have a super good next video, the NFC and AFC Wild Card race on Friday. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really, really good. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya!